SMT Nation, we back with this video, and we're doing some filming on Cleveland's, we'll just call it the downtown area. We're right on the outskirts of Ohio City. This is West 25th and Lorraine Road. Lorraine Road actually turns into Carnegie once you go over the bridge. You guys may have heard of Guardian Bridge. This is right in the heart of a neighborhood where there's a lot of businesses, a bunch of new buildings. There's like lofts and apartments, and there's the Westside Market. Here's a festival that's going on. Looks like some kind of a bazaar thing is going on, some type of organized, neighborhood situation there. There's barber shops, there's restaurants, there's bars, a lot of people walking, a lot of trucks, a lot of cars. I mean, it's mixed development, and there's a ton going on. And I saw this AT&T mmWave node, and I had to test it because I haven't tested the 5G plus mmWave from AT&T in a long time, and it's about as finicky as it's ever been. In fact, from within the same block, I wasn't able to connect to it very well. The traditional line of sight holds up in this video, and I'm going to show you guys. So even being close, I had trouble connecting to it. Here's a 5G DSS test. All right, 86 down and about 24 up. And, that's on N2. It's a split between LTE and 5G. PCS, which is 1900 megahertz. Nothing spectacular about that, but I think given the scenario, standing where we are, it's holding up just fine. That's plenty of throughput for anything you would have to do. I don't have any issues or qualms with it. I switched it over to LTE. Here's an LTE test for you guys. We got 85 down, and looks like we're at about 12 megabits on the uplink. Latency and jitter were fine. They were tolerable. You got to kind of consider all the traffic that's on the network at this point in time. You guys saw all that's going on there. It's a pretty busy time of the day. I think we were like in the late morning. Most people off work. A lot of people in the area, between the market and all the other things that are going on. I thought it was pretty good. Here's an NPerf test for you guys. You guys know I like to use NPerf. The reason is it puts it through kind of like a stress test of a lot of different tasks, including browsing and speed testing and video resolution playback. And what it does then, it scores them accordingly to the ability to complete those tasks on different levels. And then it gives you like a percentage rating, and then it, rates it. All right, so we'll see how AT&T does in the 5GE setting. I'll go back and do a 5G test here for you guys shortly. And then we're going to try to get a better connection to the 5G plus mmWave. This is a Nokia market. That's important to know. I'm not a big fan of the Nokia gear. 88,000 for the NPerf points, 75% browsing, almost 90% on the streaming test. 71 down, 19 up for the averages. So there you guys have it for the the LTE test. Plenty good. You could roll with DSS. Just switched it back into the 5G. We're going to run it through the NPerf. And with this test, it'll do the same thing I just did, but I forgot to do it for the 5G version. And again, remember, this is not 5G plus. I'm connected to 5G DSS. So it'll run through here, and we'll see how it does. My expectation is it'll be similar. It's essentially the same thing as LTE. There's really no difference. Now the 5G plus, the mmWave, we have higher expectations. The 5G plus C-band version of the connection, we have different expectations. There's much more throughput. The latency should be lower. So that's a fair expectation. But it's fine. It's fine. You're not always going to connect to the greatest cell towers. Some towers just don't work great. All right, 80% browsing, and then on the streaming, what was it, like 84%? We got 93,000 for the NPerf points, so it performed better for the 5G DSS in this particular test, if that means anything. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to boogie over to the other side of the block. I'm going to move. I'm going to try to position myself to put myself more of a line of sight situation. So I'm going to go kind of turn around the block. I'm going to find a parking lot, and then I'm going to see if I can connect to that node from the other side, because I obviously wasn't getting it from by the bus stop. So we'll try, and we'll see if we can get a better connection and actually connect to the mmWave. All right, so looks like I did indeed get connected. It's just behind that tree. Oh no, trees and leaves. Oh no, mmWave doesn't work. Oh, you need line of sight and no trees and leaves. Actually, it did. Shockingly, not great. Nothing spectacular about it, but it did connect. All right, so it's I'd say we're about 500, 600, 700 feet away. We've got that tree in front of us, 180 down, 19 up. You'll see it's connected to 5G plus. Again, ping time's not good, not great at all. Continues to be an issue on the AT&T network in the Cleveland area. I have no idea why the latency has so much variability. Here's a look at the gear. You have the LT canister at the top, and then you have the mmWave nodes at the bottom, with 2 sectors facing down west 25th. All right. So moving north and south, you get those 2 sectors. Let's go ahead and run the nperf test for the 5G plus connection, specifically testing the mmWave through the nperf. So it'll do the download, it'll do the upload, the latency, then it does a browsing test, then it'll do the video playback test, and we'll see how the scores are, if it's better, worse, similar to the 5G DSS and the 5GE, aka LTE. And in my estimation, I think the most reliable connection on AT&T currently is probably their LTE. I know a lot of people, Dennis being one of them, Josh P, another, they like their LTE for more on the reliability side than anything else. And I can't blame them. The LTE on AT&T is phenomenal, and it's very fast. You guys see it held up great in this scenario with all those people around. All right, browsing 71 and 93 for the streaming. So you'll see that it is the highest score, but we did pay the price, with the browsing. But the streaming was phenomenal. So I don't know. You could kind of pick your poison here, I suppose. Use the mmWave if you like. All right, there it is. The 2 nodes, at the bottom, Nokia, and then the LT at the top. That's how they do it here on the poll. We got an nperf point score of about 100,000, 155 down, 18 up. Take it or leave it. Tell me what you guys think of the testing. Tell me what you think of the scores. What surprised you? Anything disappointing? I'll tell you, I was disappointed with the 5G plus mmWave version of the network from AT&T. I've never been impressed by it. It's never been great here. They have a lot of work to do. But comment down below your thoughts and opinions on this. Like, share, subscribe for more. Turn on that bell notification icon to never miss an upload. Links in the description for my Twitter, my Gmail for all business inquiries, and my Patreon page is in the description as well. Support us there and get early access to content and exclusive videos not found anywhere else. And pictured is an upcoming video coming your way very soon. So stay tuned to the channel. Check out some other videos, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.